The House with a Clock in Its Walls is the latest family supernatural adventure from Steven Spielberg's Amblin Pictures and has just been released on Blu-ray, DVD and digital in Australia thanks to Entertainment One distribution. The film is directed by master horror director and producer Eli Roth and stars Jack Black, Cate Blanchett and Owen Vaccaro. It focuses on Lewis, a 10-year-old orphan who was sent to live with his eccentric uncle Jonathan and his strange neighbor Mrs. Zimmerman in a creaky old house with a tick-tocking heart. Lewis comes to find that Uncle Jonathan and Mrs. Zimmerman are practitioners of the magic arts as a series of secrets begins to unravel. Lewis is sent spiraling into a perilous adventure with his two caretakers, and the three must prevent the undead from harnessing black magic to unfurl a dangerous curse. A few months back, I named House with a Clock in Its Walls one of my most anticipated movies of the fall and holiday seasons 2018, and I'm glad to say that the movie is as wonderful, if not more so, than I had hoped and imagined. This is a really fantastic fantasy adventure in true Amblin style, which showcases an exciting story and fantastic performances from all of its leads. House with a Clock features some really great set pieces, mouth-watering cinematography, a rousing score, and a bevy of eye-popping special effects, all of which build to create one of the most wonderful atmospheres that I've seen in a family film for a very long time. It's all too often these days that this kind of movie completely misses the mark, though while this one doesn't quite reach Harry Potter level of perfection, it still does its absolute best with the material and is easily one of the better family films in recent memory. One whose story doesn't ever feel particularly clunky or dumbed down for the kiddies. It's one that not only has a child audience at heart, but an adult one too, for the big kid inside all of us who grew up with movies like E.T., Back to the Future, Hook and Jumanji. Jack Black, in the middle of a career renaissance, is superb in his role, which allows him to not only embrace his kooky side, but also display his dramatic skills. It's instantly one of my favourite Jack Black performances of all time. Likewise, Cate Blanchett proves that she literally can do no wrong in any role handed to her. She's oddball, hilarious and lights the screen every time she's on it. Newcomer Owen Vaccaro delivers a great performance for an actor of his age and shows an incredible potential in the industry. Director Eli Roth beautifully crafts this movie, which is easily his most accessible feature yet, and brings his horror expertise to a film aimed at a much younger audience than his regular fare. And while he does show he knows how to pull back the reins on the scare factor, he crafts a movie which is still fairly frightening and suspenseful, even for a family film. It's one that I probably wouldn't recommend to kids under the age of 8 or so, because if I was a kid, this movie would have absolutely terrified me in parts. Most of the movie's over-the-top frights do come in the final act, with a majority of it remaining whimsical, charming, and often hilarious family fun. No, it's not the greatest family adventure movie around, but it's just about one of the best I've seen in the last decade or so, and easily one that I will revisit again. I am so incredibly happy with how much I enjoyed this movie, and I'll be giving The House with a Clock in Its Walls a 4 out of 5. The home media release of House with a Clock includes a fantastic selection of special features, more so than is usually on offer for a film of the kind. Here we get a wonderfully in-depth 40 minutes of behind-the-scenes docos, 15 minutes of deleted and alternate scenes, and a few other featurettes including an obviously hilarious gag reel. In all, there's close to 80 minutes worth of bonus here, excluding of course the movie's audio commentary provided by Jack Black and Eli Roth. I didn't have the chance to listen to the entire thing, but what I did listen to was not only insightful but incredibly funny. This is a worthy selection of features which makes me feel almost spoilt for choice. Once again, The House with a Clock in Its Walls is available to purchase now in Australia on Blu-ray and DVD, as well as digitally in HD and 4K, thanks to Entertainment One, who will also release the film on all of these formats, plus 4K disc in the UK on January 28, 2019. In the US, the movie is currently available on all formats from Universal Pictures. If this is your first time viewing one of my videos, you like what you've seen, you'd like to see more like this in the future, then please don't forget to hit that big old subscribe button up on your screen right now, and also hit that like button down below if you're feeling extra generous. Also, don't forget to check out my many social media accounts, and please consider supporting me over on Patreon. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day.